Right. Isn't that the weather? Hello, how are you, darling? Thank you for joining. Let's wait 1 more minute for more people to join. In the meantime, can you power tap and share the live stream? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Power tap. I'm power tapping here as well. You can power tap and let's wait for 1 more minute and I will start. You can power tap and join. Power tap. Welcome everybody. Like and share the live stream as you are joining. Like the live stream and power tap and share it. Okay. Welcome to our Wisdom Wednesday Word Creation Money Matters with POC. Hello, darling. How are you? Hi, hi, hi. You are welcome. So, is it more? Thank you for liking. God bless you. I love you. Thanks for sharing. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Let's start. Welcome to my platform. My name is Opeolu. Yes, I'm the representative on this platform where we share and talk about health, wealth, how to earn, how to start a business, online business in particular, and it can be done from anywhere. Okay. So I like to talk or to start with this quote I put out there. I said, every expert was once a beginner who refused to quit. Every expert, everyone that you see that they are successful today was once a beginner. They started somewhere, like you and I. I also started somewhere. For me to get to where I am today is because I refuse to quit. I refuse to stop. I refuse to not show up. Because why? The more you do it, the more consistent you are better. My lip gloss. The more you do it, the more it become easier for you. Okay, so if you are someone that is looking for an easy job, I mean, a business, I call it easy. Why? Because it's like a layman business. You don't have to rush to office. You don't have to leave your home. You don't have to, you can do the business from any part of the world. as long as you have a laptop or a phone, and what do you call it? Internet. That's all you need. And obviously, you need the knowledge, which you can acquire at any time. Okay, so if you are committed to what you are doing, you will get results. Okay, so your current situation is not your final destination. All you need to do is to keep doing it, keep building, keep focus on whatever you are doing. Focus, take action, then you grow consistently. When you build whatever you are building, when you start whatever you are starting, when you start, you take action. That is when you start. Okay? Because if you don't start, nothing is going to shift. So when you start that business, maybe if you don't have money, okay, like someone I listened to a what do you call it? I podcast this morning. God bless you too, Z Money. God bless you to my love. Thank you. Okay, so and the lady asked question that the man said he didn't have money when he started, that he borrowed money to start his business. And that business today is a multi-million naira. In fact, it's in dollars now. Okay. So the man was saying that when he started, in fact, he learned something different. He was an engineer, and today he's a tailor. So, and he did not learn tailoring, but God, you know, asked him to do it, to start that business, right? He told his story, his background, growing up, how his mother wasn't educated, and his dad passed on very young. And so, he saw the struggle of the mother. You see, these are the kind of thing that can shape us. Some people, many of us were not born with silver spoon. Most people go through some challenges growing up, but something will shift your mindset. It's something that will make you think, I saw my mom struggle. I saw my family struggle. I cannot continue like this. And they decided that, hey, I have to do something. So this guy was sharing his story, and he said that, he was an engineer. He went to university, he finished and everything, and he was qualified to be an engineer, right? But as time goes on, he realized that he said that is what prompted him, right? He said he gave a tailor to sew for him, and the tailor disappointed. And that is what hooked him and said, oh, how can I give you clothes for almost 2, 3 weeks? And yet you disappointed. You disappoint me. That is when he made up. He find a niche. He saw a what do you call it? He saw an opportunity, and he grabbed it. So it doesn't mean whether you are qualified or not. As long as you have the knowledge and you have the interest, you can do the business. Okay. I'm just sharing a story so that you can, take it on board and say, okay, this person, according to what I'm saying, and according to what I heard from the horse's mouth, I'm only just, repeating what he said here to encourage many of us. Okay, because some of us will be thinking, how can I start a business? I don't have the money. I don't have anything, but you can start somewhere. So let me continue with this story. And he said, when he had that disappointment, he said to himself, no, I think I have to do something, because there is a space, there is a gap in the market that he need to fix. And that is when he started, tailoring. And someone asked him, do you sew yourself? Are you a tailor yourself? He said, no, I don't even handle machine. I don't know how to put a thread in the needle. But because he has the knowledge, he had the education, and that is why I always preach that you must have education. Because where there is no education, you will not have some knowledge that you can help you in the future or solve that problem. Okay, because education is very, very important. You don't have to have a degree, but at least have an education to some point in your life. Okay, so when you have, and he said, because he had education, he was able to monopolize tailors, and he started that business. And today, to God be the glory, he did not have the money. He said 10 of his friends, he borrowed 10,000 naira from 10 of his friends. That is 1 million naira. That is when how much he started with that business. And he said 2 months to the business, the small space that he rented was too small because people were, word of mouth, people were coming. Oh, this person, he said the first clothes he did for someone, he sold for someone, was within 24 hours. So people were surprised that, how can someone bring you a cloth to sew and within 24 hours it's done? So it means that he had a structure, he was on time, and he said he believed in speed. And that is why people keep coming to him. And in Africa, especially in Nigeria, they love party. So if they have party every weekend and you are looking for a tailor to sew your clothes, who doesn't disappoint, they run to him. Why? Because he has been trusted. The people know him, that even the last minute, when you give him your clothes in the last minute, he will provide, he will, he will go through. He will not disappoint you. That's the word I'm looking for. He will not disappoint you. Within 24 hours, he will not disappoint. So that is what make him, unique. And that is his own unique selling point. There is no time you take the material to him. And he said people from abroad also send materials to him, ask him to be sewing. And he never disappoint them. And so that is how you can run a business, that you can also engage people, because you need people to stay, like a repeated customer. Let's say, for example, I have this earband. I bought it, yeah? And if the person that I bought it from, right, disappoints me, I don't think I will go back again to go and buy. That is the essence. In any business that you are running, you have to prove that you are sufficient, you are effective in your business to be able to run that business, okay? I just want to put that out there so that we will understand how business run and how people that are making it in the business are running the business. Why? Because they never disappoint. And I've shared this before. Let me repeat it again. Always use the Igbo people as an analogy. Why? Because I see growing up, I've seen it, and they still do the same thing. If you go to an Igbo shop and ask them, I need this, maybe you need this tissue, right? And you go to the shop, the person will not tell you, I don't have. They will never tell you, I don't have. They will tell you, oh, sorry, I think I've sold the last one in this shop. Please let me run to my other shop and go and buy from you, for you. You know why? Because they want to keep you as a customer. Maybe you are a first-time customer, and first impression counts a lot. If you are a first-time customer, you come to my shop, I tell you I don't have. Next time you come again, I don't have. You will not come to my shop again. So there must be availability, or in other words, find a way where you can source that product from and then sell. And you can also add your little what a commission on top of it. Maybe the tissue is selling for maybe 5 naira or $5. There is nothing wrong when you had your own 50 cents or 1 cent and make it $6. Yes, because you took your time to go and source for that tissue. You don't have it in your shop, but because you want to retain that customer, you never say you don't have. You see, so I had some people growing up as well. If you go to them, they don't have that. They say, we don't have. We don't have. I don't have. It's finished. Never sell a customer like that. Instead of saying that. You will tell them, pamper them, tell them, oh, can I buy you water? In the meantime, you will run to the other shop. Ah, Mama Lagbaja, please let me borrow one tissue from you. Then you pay. You will tell them, my customer need this. Because you're also supporting that your Mama Risi, you are also supporting her. Because next time, if she's also need help, that she wants to sell something, she will not tell the customer, I don't have. She will come to your shop, she will run to your shop and also support you. So hands, when you use both hands to wash each other, they will clean better than one hand, right? So in other words, in a business world, you never say you don't have. You never say you don't have. Even when you go to shop, they will tell you out of stock, but they will tell you when they will have it next. They will tell you it's out of stock. In fact, when you try to buy something online, they will tell you out of stock, but immediately they will source for it, and when it's available, they will email you and say, oh, sorry, we are just notifying you it's available now. Hi, Jacqueline, how are you, darling? Okay, they will notify you immediately they receive that item. Why? Because they want to retain you. Let me give you this joke or just a scenario. Some of my online business that I order things from, they notice that I have not ordered maybe in the past 3, 4 months or 5 months. Do you know what they do? They sent me an email to say, oh, we are missing you. Oh, we are missing you. Meaning that they have not seen me shop. Why did they send me an email? They don't have to do it. But because they don't want to lose me, they know how I spend my money with them. They know that I could have gone to other shops to patronize them. But because they want to retain me, I'm not the only one that shop online. But because of retention, how you can retain a customer for a longer time. So they wrote me an email, not just one, not just twice. They sent me an email and I'm thinking, oh my God, these people want to retain. They think that I don't understand business gimmicks. And so I appreciate them. So I sent them an email. I replied that email to their email. I said, I'm sorry, it's because everything is quiet. And that is it. Now, it shows that they want to have relationship with me. If you have a customer, you must have, hello, very dark lady, very dark woman. Good afternoon, my sister. Okay, you must have a personal relationship with your customer. When I was in hairdressing school, longest time, many decades back, and I learned this right from the precept, onset. When I was in school as a hairdresser, I was learning supreme hairdressing. I cannot never forget. And I went to the one in Tompai Train. What's the name of the one in Tompai? That is when I finished my what do you call it? Hairdressing. Yes, hairdressing and Pitman's as well. And so Pitman's thing was in Oxford Circus. Yeah, right. So our tutor then, she was a Jamaican lady. Oh my God, very slim, tall, and very stylish woman. She will always tell us to keep a record. Any customer or client that comes, we will take their name with their permission, of course. We will take their phone number. We don't take their address. You take their name, their phone number. As a hairdresser, if you want to start a new customer, you just don't put cream or relaxer all over the hair. Yeah, you start from the nip, the back, from the nip of the hair. You test it. That is when you know if that cream or solution you want to apply on the client's hair. In this country, if you destroy somebody here, they can sue you. So I learned that if a customer comes like that, if they have, let's say, relaxer, after relaxing their hair, right? After 2 weeks, they have to come back for treatments. So we need to what we do is that we call them like 2-3 days before then to remind them that by this time Saturday, in 3 days time, you need to come for a treatment so that your hair can keep growing, right? That's, doing that will help you retain customer. Why? Because it's not that you want to poke nose into their affairs. Some customer forget. Some client may forget that they need to come. Some may, be busy that they will not have the time. But once you get connected with them, you contact them, they will tell you either they are coming or not. And if they say they will not be available, you write it on their notes, not available. So the next visit, you have to keep the record so that you can also remind them. When you keep reminding them, they are also engaging with you. In other words, you are building a relationship with your client or clientele or your customer. You are building that relationship. Whereas in Nigeria, I have never seen that my hairdresser calls me, "Mommy, it's time for you to come and retouch your hair. It's time for you to come and..." My hairdresser in this country, they will always call you. If you have an appointment, they will send you a reminder. Why? Because they're building that relationship. They don't want you to go to another what do you call it, salon, to go and do your hair. They don't want to lose you. And so by communicating with your customer, you are having a relationship, and you are retaining that customer, so that the longer the better for you. Why? Because you don't need to be looking for customer now and again. And the way you treat them will also, with by word of mouth, they will be able to introduce many people to your customer or to your business. Okay? So your current situation is not your final destination. Keep building, focus on whatever you are doing, take action, and grow your business consistently. And believe the process, achieving extraordinary results. The more you are building that business consistently, right? You are building momentum. If you look on my, what do you call it? On my TikTok, or even on my Facebook, you will see that I put notes out there. I put quotes out there. I put some information that can help you daily. When you go, connect with me, give me a follow, and I will follow you back, right? When you connect with me and put your notification bell on, whenever I'm live, you'll be notified, and then you can do what? You can join in, because on this platform, I share how you can run your business. I share how you can multiply your income. I share where even you can invest. Sometimes I touch on that, how you can invest your money and multiply your money. And I always call it, send your money on errand. I always say, send your money on errand. You see, there are so many ways that you can earn extra income. There are so many things that you can do that can earn you extra income. The only thing that I have, and I don't really want many people to continue being, ignorant of, is that living on one income. That is why you see me come out every day to share my own idea, how I can help someone out there. Not This message is not for everybody that is here. It's just for someone that is ready to make a shift, to change their life, to hold themselves accountable, because no one can help you. You have to be responsible and have a mindset shift. Okay? Good afternoon, mentor. Good afternoon, sir. You are welcome. Even though you are watching from FYP, I know I can see people. Even if you are watching from FYP, I can see you. you know so you are responsible for your life. You are responsible for yourself. Have a mindset, a paradigm shift. Have that mindset and say, listen, I'm going to make a difference. I'm going to make a difference. Keep, the names of your clientele or client or your customer. Keep them on what do you call it? Maybe put them on your notes, on your phone, or on a book. Write them. Communicate with them. Get in touch. Have rapport. Once in a while, give them a call. Hey, I haven't seen you for a while. I haven't heard from you. Hope all is well. That is not a crime. You are building friendship. You are building communication between you so that you can retain the customer as long as you can. As long as you can. One of my coach put something out there, and he says poaching. I don't want to go into that. He was saying that, like somebody is grabbing your own customer, like I have another friend, maybe we are in the same business, right? And that same friend wants to grab my own customer. People can do that. It's called poaching, right? They can do that. Whatever you do, they want to do. You have sweat. You have built that customer. Thank you. Uh, the the Wayne the big name. Hey, it's a long name. Thank you for liking the live stream. God bless you. And please give a follow and I shall follow you back, right? Okay. So how you can also help yourself position yourself for greatness. How you can help yourself by positioning yourself for greatness. A lot is out there that many people are missing out. They are missing out. The guy that I told you that said when he started his business, he didn't have any money. But because he had he was in a good company of friends that borrowed him 10,000 naira. If they didn't trust him, I don't think they will borrow him that money. 10 of them borrowed him 10,000 naira. And he started that business with 1 million naira. He didn't learn tailoring, but he dabbed into it because he has the confidence, because he also was disappointed. So he took it upon himself. Hey, I have to do this because there is a gap in the market. Speed, consistency, timing. I may need that. Okay, tomorrow is Thursday. Today is Wednesday. Friday, from in Nigeria, from Thursday, I think on Thursday they do burial or marriage or something. Every day they do something in Nigeria. And this person I'm talking about lives in Nigeria. So if I need to go to attend a party on Saturday and I brought you my clothes today, will you be able to, sew the material and get it ready for Friday? Hey, yes, it's possible. If you have a tailor, if you yourself is a tailor and you don't have too many clothes to do at the same time, one person cannot do it. So he had to employ extra people. He employed extra people working for him. And that is how you can create speed in your business. That is how you can do, you cannot disappoint your customer. Why? Because there are, you have met up with their demand. They're looking for someone to sew this thing within 24 hours, and you provide. You're able to sew it. You're able to deliver. And so that person will now connect other of his friends or introduce his other friends to you. Why? Because you did not disappoint. But if I come to you, you disappoint me. Second time you disappoint, I will not come again. I will not patronize you again. So in a business, we need to have a good relationship and to also retain customer. Okay. So, and another thing I put out there on my platform, right? If you check on my platform, you will see I put something like a quote. I said, fill in the blank. Fill it out. You can leave the message or the response below in the comment section. I said, success starts when I, Opeolu, do something. So in your own case, success starts when you, Love Take, Hazal, Nishan, Bidel, love, success starts when you do what? Is it take action? Or you sleep? Or you do nothing? What does it mean for you? When you take action, when I, Opeolu, take action, that is when my success starts. But that is not the success on its own. Because I have decided to take action, that action is already, I have won. Why? Because I refuse to quit. I refuse to do what? To quit. because quitters don't win, winners don't quit. If you refuse to quit, you will succeed. Okay, so let's inspire each other in the comment section. Write whatever, like, and I'm really happy. Some people responded to what I asked yesterday. I asked a question, regarding this business, and the person, two people replied, and I was laughing because I didn't know that anybody will respond. So in the comment section, I was like, oh wow. So people really watch and check on whatever you do. Okay. On this platform, we share about, you know, how to make business, how to run a business, how to earn money, extra income. And I said, if you are earning one income, you are not helping yourself. Why? Because one income is not enough. One income is not enough. And if you don't put in the work, it will tell on you, especially in your pocket. Your pocket will be dangling, like, will be crying. I need money in this pocket. I need money in this pocket. I need money in this pocket, right? So you need to help yourself for heaven to help you too. So the moment you decide that you want to do something, start. And if you don't know much, look for knowledge. Go and seek knowledge. Go and seek knowledge. Knowledge is king. Knowledge is power. Knowledge is everything. Knowledge is king. Knowledge will give you success. When you have that skill, you have the knowledge, then you apply it with the understanding, you are growing and you can never remain the same. Okay? So until I come your way, I still remain Opeolu Cole. And then I hope that what I have shared today will help someone out there. Until then, take care and God bless you. All right, shalom. Bye bye.